procedure as soon as the manager signs a declaration of emergency at the next available town council meeting. This town council needs to consent to that declaration. And so what you have before you, I've passed out around, is a resolution, very simply, providing the manager with that requisite authority and allowing him to renew this declaration so long as this Hurricane Ian is a threat to the town of Miami Lakes and its residents.
I'll move to adopt the resolution ratifying the emergency declaration.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Lorenzo,
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
so seeing that the storm has definitely moved further east, I'm fine with this. The only thing that I'd ask is that when it comes to things like sandbag distribution, certain things have to deal with the public. If there's opportunities to extend those hours, for example, what we did back, some of the best practices that we learned from Hurricane Irma is when we did sandbagging and there weren't any more bags, we left the sand outside and we let residents pick it up themselves. We did certain things like that. So if there's, I don't know if tomorrow there'll be an opportunity, but if there is an opportunity, I would like, because I've gotten more and more phone calls throughout the day, even this evening, of folks looking for sand, and we have tons of sand sitting out there. So things like that, I think we have to just use some of those best practices from that we were very successful in 2017, is allowing some of our residents just to go out there, pick it up. We have it supervised, but I think those are the types of best practices that can work in these types of situations, because I know people are very nervous about flooding, specifically in areas of the town that we haven't gotten to yet with the stormwater master plan bond.
Mr. Manager, do you want to address that?
No, I think that the last time when the sand was left out for self-service by residents, it was in an unsecured area. It was outside these the fenced-in area, so it was just in a public area and people were able to come. We have historically, more recently, restricted it to residents only. So without having staff there to monitor and so forth, it's difficult to monitor that the sand is being distributed to only residents. Currently, the sand piles are inside a locked up area, a fenced in area, where there's other things that have to be secured and have to be locked up so that they don't grow legs and walk away. So in this situation, it'd be more difficult to accomplish that because it's inside the fenced in area, not out in the public area in the parking lot.
What about extending the hours? What hours are we running these distribution centers?
We did it today. We opened up a little after, somewhere between 11 and 12. We distributed over 500 bags that had already been pre-loaded, pre-bagged from before. And then after that, we went inside the fenced-in area where the sand piles were with extra bags, and we started loading. I venture to say that we distributed somewhere between 1,000 to 2,000 bags between the pre-loaded bags and the ones that were bagged there today. So at that point, we ran out of bags. We have no more bags. So that's when we cut off the operation. We were there from about 11 till almost 2 o'clock, and we distributed a whole bunch of sandbags. Plus, we had distributed, I believe, Chris, back in May, I think another 1,000 bags or so. Back in May, 1,000 to 1,500 bags. So we have been distributing bags. There's a lot of bags out there.
Okay.
Do we still have sand?
Yes, and what we'll do is after this event, after this storm event, similar to what we did the last time, is we'll conduct on a non-emergency day, on a non-rainy day, we'll get volunteers and so forth and have a bagging party. We'll order more bags so we can reload up on our inventory, because the bags that are already loaded, that are already bagged, that's 1,000 times easier than the bagging process that we did today. The first part of the operation today went a lot more smooth because cars just pull up, we put bags in the car and they go away. So it's a lot more smooth, and that's our hope is we'll load up another 1,000 or 1,500 bags in the next few weeks.
With the sand that's remaining there, is it possible to have people bring their own bags? I mean, I saw it when I did sandbag distribution, we've had people come in with pillowcases, with their own hefty bags. you know, if there's sand there and they're gonna, it's not like they're using it for a landscaping project, they're trying to secure their homes. Can we open it up for bring your own bag type of distribution?
Yeah. Part of this declaration is we've closed all town facilities tomorrow, so all town staff. So I believe that between our staff being afforded, today they were working their tails off, right? All day today they were doing the sandbags, they were preparing our buildings and everything. I think tomorrow our staff is gonna be able to use the opportunity to secure their own homes, which they have obviously the right to. And in addition to that, I believe that the weather conditions will not be conducive to allowing the bagging operation tomorrow. I think that there's a liability element to that. I guess Lorenzo may be able to speak better to that. So when the conditions get, deteriorate to the point where it becomes unsafe, I believe that that would be erroneous on our part to allow that. So that's why I would recommend against having any kind of sandbagging operations tomorrow.
I think the point that you bring up, Mr. Manager, is a good one. If the situation tomorrow, we're in the middle of the storm, or the storm is imminent within hours, then yes, I think it would be responsible for us to be out there packing bags. But I think it's just one of those things we just have to monitor and see where we're at tomorrow morning.
Would we have staff tomorrow? Because that's one of the biggest problems.
Yeah.
Who would be there to open the gates and to supervise
Nobody.
the sand distribution? So then it's
Right.
without staff, it's not possible to have that location open. It's subject to vandalism and lots of other problems.
Yeah, the park, based on this declaration and what we established earlier today, the entire park facility will be closed tomorrow. The gates, the gates, the front gate, the gate to this lockup area, all of our town facilities are gonna be closed tomorrow. And I believe that the weather conditions would make it unsafe.
Okay. Any further discussion on the item? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, Mr. Attorney, on to the next item.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Mayor. The next item is, I need to call and ask for an executive session to be held, if possible, before the next council meeting. The executive session will be on Northwest 59th Avenue. As you all know, we received a large appropriation from the state. We are moving forward with the litigation in the eminent domain matter, and we are looking at a mediation date of 30 days, putting us somewhere towards the end of October. But we need some direction from you. So I'd like to convene an executive session to discuss litigation strategy.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
All right, for discussion, do you guys have any dates? Mr. Attorney, this has to be next week, or be the week after that?
If possible.
Do you want to select the date now, or you just want to have the clerk?
If we can select it, well,
I would say the clerk. Yeah.
I would ask if the clerk can circulate a few
No, we have
dates,
Mr.
since Mr. Gastesi is not here.
No, and Councilman Fernandez is also not here.
Correct.
so.
Okay.
All right, so we'll make the motion to direct the clerk to find a date. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, the motion passes. There's no further business. This meeting is adjourned.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, Manny.